So there comes a time in everyone's life where they meet the love of their life. Some people will say it's their soulmate. For Garen here, well, that happened 26 years ago when he looked at his twin brothers here.
Good evening, everyone. I wish I could say the majority of you know who we are, but let's be honest, you have no idea if I'm Kevin or Colin or not. And even if I tell you, you won't remember 10 minutes. So, but for the sake of the speech, I'm Kevin, I'm Colin. Also commonly referred to as Nancy and Sally because Garen thinks we're girls. And we're overjoyed that Caitlin has now decided to now call us Nancy and Sally as well. So Colin and me were trying to come up with how we want to do this best man speech. And our best idea we thought was, let's do a rap about Garen.
Are you getting
We're just kidding. I've been telling him that for months, and I got the same response every time. He said, I will kill you guys. So, no, on a serious note, we want to thank everyone for being here. We appreciate you coming out, spending this great day with the two of them. They did an awesome job setting this up, and we're honored to be the co-best man of Garen here. A special thanks goes to Ed and Terry over there for raising a beautiful and wonderful daughter, Caitlin, here. And then also to the opposite side, my parents here, Gary and Diana. You guys tried your best. I can only do so much for Gary. No, but I mean that in a sincere way. Me and Kevin sat here and tried to figure out the best way to describe Gary. And we couldn't come up with anything besides he's not normal. And I think the best way to describe that is from my grandma. So every year my cousins all get together, it's this weird event, long story, and she had to fill out a biography for each grandchild. 10 of them, and she was so excited. She's going online, there's clothing, and shopping, and computers, and sports, and everything, and then she got down to Garen. She summed it up in one word. His hobby was work. That's all she could say. And you think, wow, it must be hard to follow up the two twins. You know, everyone getting attention, trying to figure out who's who, good at sports, you know, try to get good grades and everything. But in reality, this guy's the impossible act to follow. Okay? He knows how to do everything in the world and puts everything into perspective, and it's ridiculous to try to follow him.
So, you know, just at 19 months old, me and Colin came to the world, and our mom would tell us all these great stories. Your brother was such a good little helper, such a good little brother. He gave big kisses, rub your tummy, rub your head. And then I don't really know when, but somewhere along the years, those gentle rubs turned into strong blows to the stomach. So don't worry, we know those were still signs of love, and that's what we're going to go with. And for those of you who knew Garen when he was little, Garen, obviously we already said he loves work. He kept his ladders close to him. Especially one ladder, our grandpa Bemis built him a ladder. And that's how he spent his days. You know, like 3-year-old, 4-year-old, he's climbing up his ladder, come back down, move it, climb it, act like he's working on something. We watch videos and like, that kid's not normal. They even had a work belt. It's like he knew his calling his whole life, that he was going to be a lineman. He had his work belt, we had some spindles in our living room. He'd tie his work belt and just hang there for hours acting like he's working on a board. So yeah, even sitting around with Grandpa at a table with some of his old farmers. He's like 3 years old. He's just sitting there for hours, just kind of listening, taking it all in like he's one of the old guys. So he's special.
Things got pretty difficult though when he turned about age 12. Yeah, he was 12 going on, I think about like 30. All right, our family decided to rebuild their cottage, a little small, very small place we got up in Huron. And our Uncle Dan here head up the project there, and he had the help of Garen and Katie, our cousin down there, who was like a sister we never had. And by helping, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. It's not like hand me a hammer, hand me a nail. No, it was Garen, grab the nail gun, go up 12 feet in the air, and let's get some nails in these rafters, ready to go. Okay, and it's extremely hard when we get home for dinner every night. And my parents would be like, Garen, what'd you get done today? And he's like, well, yeah, we got all the walls up, and the rafters are ready to go. We should have the shingles and plywood up by the end of the week. And then next they look at me, And I'm like, only a year younger. And I'm like, well, I managed to watch Sports Center 3 times through. And then I played catch with myself in the living room and managed to break another picture frame. So I put myself to bed from there. Then from there, he got older and he decided to take on the garden himself. Our grandpa was a gardener for his whole life, and he passed away sadly at that point. And Garen took it on himself to continue that tradition on. I mean, we're not talking a little garden here like 2 by 2, we're talking an acre. And you'd make sure every year that there's something planted out there, along with running that tractor, very old, like 50-year-old tractor that my grandpa's prized possession. Kept it running every year. And he loved gardening, but he knew how much it meant to my grandma and the rest of my family to keep that thing going. So, big comments on him on that. And then finally, high school, things got really difficult. He had jobs left and right, plus on top of high school. I mean, we're talking Kendall nursing home, mowing, snow plowing, his Jeep putting lift kits and a brake system on. I mean, you go on and on. Okay, and for most kids, snow days were like a joyful day. For us, we'd wake up at like 10:30. He'd walk in the house, he had all Lorraine County plows. He was looking at us like, what are you guys doing? What are you doing with your life? He's like, we got wood to split, let's go, let's change, let's do this. It's just demoralizing every day.
So, as long as it wasn't 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., me and Colin were usually found by him helping him out, sometimes against our will. But I'd just like to point out how lucky he is to have us, because we were the best cheap labor you could find. Like the best cheap labor in the ring. And for some reason we think about it, and he was the one always on, the engine-powered machine, the tractor, the four-wheeler, and me and Colin are just hoeing and shoveling snow. I think about that now. I'm not sure why we listened to what he said. But just when you think, he couldn't make us look any worse, after he finished high school, he went into a program with First Energy, and it paid for all his school, and he could work at the same time while getting paid. And we got this kid over here in his 6th year of college just racking up the bills. And we just remind our parents of this very often. In Garen's words, you're not very bright.
Relationship, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't always roses and butterflies that we fought. We fought hard. It wasn't always the prettiest thing. And I know a lot of you guys have heard constructive criticism. Yeah, he didn't believe in that. He believed in destructive criticism. He'd break us down so much, we'd be so embarrassed we were forced to go home and learn it, so we didn't ever have that feeling again. We matured, and I can sincerely say we enjoy each other's company. We do things a lot together, like jet skiing, four-wheeling. But some things never change. We will never share emotions. We don't talk. We just do things together.
So what we're trying to say is we love you.
Our mom made us say that.
So for those who know Garen, he's a man of very few words. He's not going to give any more detail than what is necessary. If you ask him, how you doing, you're going to get a good. That's all you're going to get. So it's kind of an ongoing joke in our family that Garen's been married for years to some nice Amish woman with a few kids, and he's been living, but we had no idea. But lucky for us, that wasn't the case. And along came Caitlin. And that's, and I wish I could tell you the first time they met, that magical moment, but let's be honest, we had no idea, when Caitlin came into the picture, because Garen doesn't, fill us in on that kind of stuff. So that's serious business when we bring a girl to a family gathering. But Caitlin, Garen seems to get a little softer, the punches became a little less. He seems to be really considerate, so we'll be forever grateful for you.
And I'm sure, communication is a huge part of the relationship here. Okay, and at first I didn't realize how this was going to work because they didn't talk to each other, like in front of the family at all. Then I got closer and I realized they just look in each other's eyes and somehow they talk. It's very magical, actually. They don't say anything and they come to a decision. It's But on a serious note, all jokes aside, Kaylin, you were the best thing that's ever happened to Garen. Okay? You came into his life, and you gave him balance. Okay? He loved work, but you gave him a balance of work and social life. Okay? You guys complement each other perfectly, and we couldn't have picked anyone better to be his wife. All right. So on that note, I wish you guys the best of happiness, success, and love throughout your life. Okay. So on that note, we've shared more feelings than we have in our entire life. This is one of my favorites. You might have heard it before, but it's very appropriate for this occasion here. Caitlin, I need you to put your hand on the table right there, your left hand. And then Garen, I need you to put your hand on top of her. And then with your other hand, pick up your glass here. Okay, we're all going to cheer to this exact moment right here, okay? This moment is the last time Garen will ever have the upper hand.
That was pretty good. Looking like a